you doing there, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Tab Folder Show. A lot of you know me. I'm Bruce. Welcome. And so I have to my immediate left, Praveen. Say hi, Praveen.
Hi.
Hey, buddy. And down below, we have the founder of Tabs Folders, Camille. How you doing there, Camille? You look like you have a big smile on your face, buddy.
I do. It's summer. It's warm. Always great to have a smile.
And maybe I have a little bit of inside information, but I think I have a little idea as to what that smile is. Let's jump right in and talk about what's crazy and the exciting things going on behind the scenes. Obviously, people can see from the title of the show that we have SumoDay. So what is that all about necessarily? So it's some SumoDay number one, and the updates that have been coming out.
Sure. So first off, SumoDay, we were invited to take part in the SumoDay promotion, which is happening next week, July 11th to 15th.
Right.
And let me quickly share my screen here.
Sure.
To show the post. So this is the post on Tabs Folders on the Facebook page. That we're doing a 2-for-1 special for SumoDay. So from July 11th to 15th, any codes that you buy and redeem that week, we will double the code, give you another one, or if you bought two, give you another two, etc. For the week of July 11th to 15th, you also get a discount, I believe, on AppSumo. They're having extra discounts to the price with their promotion of the SumoDay deal. So I think it's a double deal here that's really worthwhile to get on board, as when this will be our last promotion before Tabs Folders 2.0, which is coming out in August of this year. So basically next month is the target date, end of August. So some graphics, we have this post. We also have some updates. We have on the same Facebook post, you can see our 2022 updates from May onwards. So we did 1.5 back in May 19, and then we're doing a pretty steady cadence of roughly 2 weeks to release next major releases. In 1.6, so in 1.5 we added the new UI and notes. 1.6 we added starred items and recent tabs. In 1.7 we added dark mode and recent items. And now recently, just this week, a couple of days ago, I believe it went live yesterday in the Chrome store, and Microsoft Edge store is reviewing the 1.8 release. So we added labels and tags. We updated the sharing page, and we have a new save menu that when you look at it here, this is the new fully working save menu, where right away from the same page, you can just save your tab, window, or session, and you can name it anything you like. Update the name, add a note, test note, and you can add some tags. And we'll make it blue for Tabs Folders. And then you click save, and we save so we just save the bookmark while staying on the same page and not leaving your browser's current page that you're working on. So this was a big request by a lot of users, so that they're not jumping back and forth between Tabs Folders and their current tab that they're browsing in, so that they don't have to kind of look for it and get lost. So those are the major updates in 1.8. And basically in 1.9, we will have the tree view update, which means in essence the main view, which is this screen. This is how Tabs Folders will now look in the expanded view, that within the tree we will have not only the bookmark and folder list like we had previously, but we will have the start items, a lot of different columns. So modified members, size, because in the future we will be capturing websites to images directly. So we have size sharing, notes, labels, etc., all in this one view. So if you are looking to get more information in one larger view, this will be available in tabs folders 1.9. And this is the last basically change, 1.9. It'll be the tree view update, advanced search, and tile view sharing. Those will be the three kind of main features. And then it's tabs folders 2.0, which is team functionality. So back, a while ago, a few months ago, for tabs folders 2.0, we promised that these would be the key features that we would add, which is the new UI, notes, and labels and tags, and team functionality. So we've delivered 3 plus a few more, but 3 of the main features that we promised for tabs folders 2.0. And team functionality is the final feature that is being worked on for the full tabs folders 2.0 release coming at the end of August of this year. Then we also released with our Facebook post just an hour ago roughly, our 2023 roadmap for next year, which after we release 2.0, we will be taking again a bit of time to focus on core functionality and major improvements in tabs folders. And the current plan for version 2.5, it'll be the human resources epic, which means we will add bookmark sharing with passwords. So we call it the human resources epic because it's basically for onboarding and offboarding of employees, that whenever somebody new joins your company, you will be able to, with 2 clicks, kind of share folders and subfolders of relevant links for them, as well as passwords with those links for access to various systems in your company or external systems. So you won't have to be sending passwords separately in 2 different systems, like sending links in one system and passwords in another. You'll be able to do all of that in tabs folders. And then the version 2.6 will be kind of the enterprise epic. So by enterprise, we'll be focusing on enterprise features. So we will bring in single sign-on, two-factor authentication, and enhanced encryption. So this is kind of sign-on and security features that we will be adding to expand our entry into the enterprise space. Then in 2.7, it will be the automation epic, where we will be adding Zapier, if this then that integration, as well as Dropbox and probably Google Drive integration, so that you will be able to access your Dropbox files from within tabs folders and kind of get one view for your bookmarks and files. And then in 3.0, it will be the marketplace epic, where we plan to add extensions to tabs folders, as in we will be working on a marketplace store where developers can start adding their own extensions and develop the features and functionality of tabs folders outside from us, so that basically they will be able to build extensions and sell them on the tabs folders marketplace, just like Salesforce and other software marketplaces. In 3.1, we plan to, that'll be the knowledge sharing epic, where we will be adding advanced AI search to tabs folders, that it's not only will be searching your own bookmarks, but it'll be an AI search for the web to help save you time. And automated team knowledge sharing. So we plan to expand the functionality and features again for teams, larger teams of 20, 30 or more people, where the information that they gather in a company can be managed and shared better. That's what we will be working on in that epic. And finally, in version 4.0, which is planned for the end of next year, it will be the platform epic. By platforms, we mean we will be adding more platforms. So that means mobile platforms. It'll be probably a plugin for Safari on iOS, as well as mobile apps. So an Android app and perhaps an iOS app as well. We will decide whether at that point the Safari extension is Safari extension infrastructure on mobile is well enough developed for us to just be an extension, or whether we'll create a mobile app for iOS. And also, we're looking at coming back to Safari browser support for version 4.0 to, again, include Apple in our ecosystem. Again, we previously did support Safari back until 2019 when they changed the way you develop develop extensions for Safari. Then in the meantime, they changed it again, and now they're kind of back to what it was before 2019, and but in a kind of a new format. So we're kind of waiting for that technology to mature, and so that we can offer all the features that Tabs Folders has in Safari, as in the features that we have in Chrome-based browsers in Safari. And we also plan to do a rebranding in Tabs Folders 4.0 that will be looking to change the name and kind of become a new brand as we mature into the fourth major version of the product and the brand. So that's the long-term view for Tabs Folders, the 2023 roadmap. In the meantime, Tabs Folders 1.9 UI is going to be amazing. That you'll have a lot more information that you can work with in the interface. And to help get us there and to give you guys a discount at the same time, we are doing the 2-for-1 special next week, as I mentioned, with AppSumo, in partnership with AppSumo. So that's those are all the updates. That's a mouthful, Bruce, but back to you.
No, that was a lot, right? So, guys, there's a lot of content to unpack there over the next couple weeks. Like, right, first, you guys know how we like to take your feedback, especially when we're going through specific features, step by step, very granularly, as we've done before in the past, right? We have plenty of enough content to do that with the upcoming versions all the way up to 4.0 that Camille has shown. Thank you for giving us an insight in on that. Even some of the stuff that even I didn't even know. So that was amazing, number one. Number two, the SumoDay will definitely get people excited because, yes, a lot of people were waiting for the UI preview. We got a chance to show that. Do we have, and I'll give you a minute or two, do we have a UI preview where we could show them both the left and the right column at the same time? Similar to like Norton Commander from back in the day?
Well, I mean, the dual pane view will not really change that much. We're looking to probably keep the dual pane view as it is right now. And let me share my screen again here.
There it is.
The dual pane view will probably remain like this because I mean, maybe we'll add the option to add this view. Let me switch back to it. One moment.
Sure.
This view that for users who have really, really wide monitors, and perhaps they'll want this view in a double pane view. But I think most users will, if they're going double pane, will want this option where it's just the folders, because on most screens it takes up a lot of space, like each pane view. But I think in essence we will give users that option. Mind you, like I mentioned, we're looking that probably 80%, 90% of users will be using this minimized view that is just the bookmarks and the and the folders kind of
Yeah.
in the dual pane view. But so it'll look the same basically, just with this inner tree here will be different like this. As you can see, the arrow here on the right is still there, so you still will be able to have both views, the as I mentioned, and select between them. But we're also going to give users the option to have this old view, minimalist kind of view with bookmarks and folders, because just like with this current view, users liked the old tabs folders kind of 1.43 interface. And where as soon as we switched to this new interface, they were asking for the old interface back. So we did give them the option by clicking this 4 arrows button here, expansion button here. And when you click that, you're back to the old tabs folders interface, so that you can view your folders and have them take up most of the screen instead of or without having kind of this top bar, the info section, and the left menu on the side. But also with this 1.8 release, with the new save kind of save menu here, you can now see the reason why we moved the menu options from the top pop-up to the side of tabs folders here, because basically we no longer have this this menu in this pop-up for those options, and so we needed to put them somewhere else. And this side menu also gives us kind of more room that we can really expand it and have more options. Scroll down all the way down to the bottom of the screen here with this menu, and with it expanding kind of from left to right, it doesn't take up as much space as it did in kind of the first 1.56 release. So so those are the kind of updates and how we plan the interface for 2.0 or kind of 1.9, really the expanded Street View interface to look and work.
So
could you could you go back to that screen one more time? Camille, could you go back?
SumoDay wanted to take a look at that. He wanted to see a glimpse of the UI, and I'm saying, SumoDay, this is a glimpse of the preview of the UI. So we're addressing your comment right now as you put that up.
So also, this is the full kind of 2.0 interface, where we have also on top starred, recent items, recent tabs, and we will be adding in the future kind of suggested for you and suggested from when we implement team functionality.
Camille, I think the left side bar, I think it's good that now it's a lot thinner. But do you think we could maybe make it a little bit more thinner?
Sure, we could,
okay,
always
because like when you zoom in and when you're looking at it up close, I just feel like it's still taking up more space than it really needs.
Okay,
I can kind of see that, but maybe a third. I mean,
this one, I guess we could reduce it a little bit, make it a little bit thinner. If you look at the icons, they're kind of thin, so there's a bit of white space. Yeah, so sure, that's a very minor change. It's a very quick fix to update. So thanks for the feedback. We will definitely try to include that and minimize that. Of course, like right now we are working on a kind of a small screen. Like when you try and minimize it, like on a larger 4K display, it kind of looks like this. So we have a lot more room, and it doesn't look as big, but you are correct, on kind of smaller screens, it may look like it's taking a bit too much room. So
and then we have a few comments here. Hugs Johnson, I like that name. Hugs Johnson says version 4 sounds exciting. Chenna, nice to have you with us. He asks, are you planning on anything for the web app with tabs folders? Any plans to get the UI the same as the extension? Is it going to be a view only, or should the web app also get updates? Well, we're looking at the web app now. So the web app has been getting updates in terms of the UI. I think he's
No, no,
probably
no.
referring to maybe like the colors in the extension.
No, no, Marcella. The web app is it's a different. It's something that when you access your bookmarks. So this what we're looking at is the extension, which is loaded into your browser. So the web app is when you go on to. Let me share my screen again here.
Sure, we'll bring it up.
So when you go to tabs folders and you go on access bookmarks, so this is the web app that he is referring to. And so we are working on kind of updating the web app. I see there's a small bug in the release that the logo hasn't been updated to the new logo. We will fix that quickly. But so this is the web app. And yes, the web app is kind of a currently read-only kind of access, search and open bookmarks. And we will be updating the web app as well to try and get it as close to the extension as possible. But so that's coming kind of after the 2.0, 2.1 release, so that our core kind of focus right now, focus is really on the extension first, and the web app second, because the extension really works in in all Chromium-based browsers. So the web app you really access on browsers that aren't supported and on mobile. So we will be updating the web app, but it'll be kind of behind the extension in functionality for a little bit of time until we can kind of get a synchronized development environment where the same code works on both the web app and the extension. That will be in a few months. It's a few months away. So that's the answer to the
and Shannon, thanks for bringing that up. I'm looking forward to that. That way we can have functionality that's both on parity between the extension and the web app too, because that's something I live in. I live in the web apps a lot. Because then, Camille, then it gives us the ability to create like progressive web apps, desktop applications that are built in, executables from like a Chromium desktop application web wrapper. Then we can actually talk about desktop apps, right? That's interesting. I'm looking forward to that for sure.
Well, we kind of have that. I mean, as in the extension actually works locally in your browser. So it's like a desktop application in that everything is kind of running locally. Versus the web app actually runs. It loads from the server, and then it'll always be slower than the extension running in your browser, and that's why we're working mostly on the extension in your browser, because we get much faster response times, and we'll be able to get much better performance than with the web app that constantly has to talk to the server. Because right now, we synchronize your whole bookmark collection to your local device, so that any operations that you do are done locally on your hard drive, and that's a lot faster than going to a server, and accessing things from a server, because there's always the network delay. That being said, like I mentioned, we plan to develop the web app and bring it closer and closer to functionality. The key point is that there's a lot of things that the web app won't be able to do, like the extension can access your active bookmark, active open tabs, and kind of synchronize real time that when you change a tab, you move it left to right. That's reflected in tabs folders. I'm not sure that the web app will be able to have access to all those features and functionality. So that's why, like I said, we'll see what will be available in the web app and what we can do with that.
I can dream, right? One day.
Yeah.
Look, someone wants to be able to try tabs folders before committing to buying. Is there a trial account available?
Of course, there's a 2-week trial account, and there's also a free account technically. Truthfully, there's a free account where it's limited to, I think, 500 bookmarks. When you download and install tabs folders, you can use it as long as you want for free, as long as you have kind of less bookmarks. But definitely you have a 2-week trial of kind of the unlimited full version. Yeah.
And to let you know, and yes, you're welcome for us answering your question. And to the Facebook user who asked this question, and to everyone else who has been leaving comments, where it says, for example, Facebook user, guys, we do giveaways at the end of our live streams, but unfortunately, when it says Facebook user, we don't know who that is. So as you can see here from the instructions, please give StreamYard permission, so that way when we can do the giveaway, you'll actually be registered to win, because all of your comments register you as part of the giveaway. Anyone who says Facebook user, none of your comments are included with the giveaway because you haven't given StreamYard permission to share with us your profile picture and your name. So please, I implore you, go ahead, for everyone who's leaving comments, like nice, cool logo pic, and that you wanted to try tab folders. We don't know who that is. We can't give you credit for that, and you won't be part of the giveaway. So please give StreamYard permission, which you can see right there on the ticker tape scrolling across the screen. And that goes to everybody out there. Guys, thank you for joining us. As you know, we do the weekly giveaways, which we'll do at the end of the live stream too.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have a next question of when tabs folders 2.0 is coming. So as I kind of showed on the preview, it's scheduled right now, end of August. Tabs folders 1.9 should be in about 2 to 3 weeks, and then 2.0 at the end of August this year. So it's very close.
There it is. Yes, tab folders 2.0 is coming soon. 1.9 is coming imminently. Besides the UI toggle on 1.9, was there anything else coming on 1.9?
In 1.9, let me get back to the.
Sure.
I'll share my screen to show everybody. One moment. Here it is. So with tabs folders 1.9, we have the new tree view. Then we have advanced search. Advanced search will allow you to search kind of starred items, labels, and tags and notes. Currently, when you type a search, tabs folder still searches the folders and URLs and bookmark titles. So it searches 3 things. To implement advanced search, we need to kind of rewrite the tree view. And that's why advanced search is coming with 1.9 with the tree view. So there you'll be able to search by date, the date the bookmark was added, by name. Let's say you have you're looking for a bookmark that YouTube was saved within the past 2 weeks and has the label project 2. Boom, you can type all those things, criteria, into the search, and tabs folders will go through and search for that specific bookmark slash you saved some kind of tab to the project, to a certain project in the past week, but you don't remember the name of the product. You just remember that you saved something. Well, you'll be able now to find it, because you'll be able to do the date search and kind of the project, etc. So that's advanced search. And also we will be adding tile view sharing. So tile view sharing is basically when you share a folder in tabs folders. This one is shared. So let's open. This is kind of the shared view. So right now, first of all, we already in tabs folders 1.8, we updated this part of the UI as well, that it's now kind of the new colors and folder icons, etc. But this view is still uh,
List
tree
based.
view, let's say
Right.
the tree view. We will be adding another view here that will be kind of that will be the tile view, kind of like Instagram, that you'll have a picture, and underneath that picture you'll have the title of the bookmark as well as the note that you, if you added a note to the bookmark, tabs folders will display your note for that bookmark.
Okay.
So those are the three kind of major updates or major features coming in tabs folders 1.9, 2 to 3 weeks away.
Perfect. Thank you for that. Let's see. I guess now my name and picture would be visible. No Facebook user, not yet. I don't see that.
Maybe it's the next
Um,
comment.
Maybe it's Andelim, maybe, I don't know.
they're also
Maybe there's
using,
several first of for Facebook users.
yep. I'm using a basic tool called SuperDense. What are the main differences between tab folders and SuperDense? I'm not familiar with that tool. Have you guys heard of
Yes.
SuperDense?
Yeah,
Um,
I've saw it initially. I'm not sure. I haven't really been following up with their updates or anything, so I'm not really sure what they have now. But when I saw it when they initially had their LTD a few months ago, I just remember it was just like a list. All your bookmarks are just grouped together into icons, which didn't really make sense to me because if you're bookmarking from the same main site, then if you have like 20 bookmarks, they would all be the same, and it'd be really hard to distinguish. So I didn't. That's why I didn't really think that was useful for my needs, and I didn't really look at it any
So
further.
you didn't mess with it much.
Right? Yeah.
Got it. So you basically compare to what you see on tab folders now, compared to what you saw in SuperDense then, you would say SuperDense is more limited.
Yes, I just didn't see how it didn't seem to me like a really serious bookmarking app. Like maybe if you have 15 or maybe even 50, but beyond that, it just didn't seem like it would be easy to use and manage all your bookmarks.
Okay.
yeah, because I guess if it's only storing the favorite icon, fav icon from the website, then if you have 50 YouTube fav icons, that doesn't really tell you much, and you have to scroll probably to expand the title. So yeah, I think our goal with tabs folders is for you to manage kind of larger collections of bookmarks where some users have probably well, we've had users up to 100,000 bookmarks in their collection, and imagine having 100,000 fav icons to kind of search through. So yeah, that's why we have the folders and tags to be able to manage that information more, just like traditional like you manage files on your computer. Like you don't manage files with icons. You actually have names and kind of a tree structure. This is what everybody's, I think, familiar with, and it's a very powerful interface that when you can kind of multi-select files, drag and drop them, categorize them, search them, that allows you to really manage your information in a very fast way, and that's why we've chose that as a kind of first interface for tabs folders. We do plan to expand the interfaces, like I mentioned already with the sharing page that we have, the tile view. We will be adding that tile view later to tabs folders in the actual tabs folders kind of management interface. But I think it's going to go to sharing first because it's again when users first when you share stuff, you probably don't share 20,000 bookmarks. You share a lot less, and that's why the tile view, I think, makes more sense there. That if somebody is visual and they want to take a look at the pictures that come from the websites, then the tile view in sharing will be a lot more useful than in tabs folders at this point. But like I said, we will be kind of taking that back into tabs folders in the future.
Makes sense.
Great. And for this Facebook user that's asking about the comparison, since you're familiar with SuperDense, it's the best way to see for themselves would be just create a free account of tabs folders and try it out. I think that would be the best.
That and plus you can also take a look at our live streams / our YouTube channel. The YouTube channel where we will be updating the videos, but we will be doing that with Tabs Folders 2.0 because there's a lot that's changing in the interface right now. So we have to redo the videos almost every release, and that's why we're waiting till Tabs Folders 2.0 comes out when the UI will become more stable, and that's when we will be updating all the videos on the YouTube channel and the help pages to reveal the kind of the new UI.
Got it. Chenna agreed with you, Praveen, about the left bar. Okay, so Chenna, thank you very much for that. He also mentioned about. Go ahead, Praveen.
Oh, I was gonna say, right. So as far as like not fitting in design, I do agree. I think we can maybe instead of it being gray, maybe we can kind of change it so it matches the tabs folders color scheme.
I can see why though the gray stands out, because it's meant to stand out, right? You don't want it to get lost. How do I say this? It looks cliche when you have the same color aesthetic on that. Let's pull it up. It looks the same when you have that same color design there, where it almost kind of gets lost a little bit. It doesn't stand out as much, but it's not obtrusive at the same time either.
Okay, sure. I guess I was just thinking, like, what do you guys think about making it the same yellow as the folder icons in the new logo, and maybe making like the icons black, just to match it with the color scheme, because right now
that will make it stand out more, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine. And if it's going to be thinner too, so
kind of like this.
I don't. Yeah, exactly.
So we'll take a look at as at the comments. Maybe we change the design. I think the design is more closer to Mac OS to Dropbox and kind of Mac OS Finder, which people are used to. Like when you take a look at Mac OS Finder, this is a very similar design.
Okay.
So
right. I see what you're saying, but the problem is that Finder, that gray color goes all the way around the window. But the problem here is this gray vertical bar is just there by itself and not matching pretty much with anything else there.
Yes, so definitely we'll take a look at kind of improving the UI somehow to make it merge with the design more like you say, that around here we just have a white bar, and so it kind of doesn't fit, and then the gray bar ends here. So definitely something we can look at improving in the UI design. I'll make a note of that. Thank you, Praveen.
And then Chen also mentioned about maybe having the icons changeable regarding the start section. I was thinking more along the lines of maybe changing the color of the icon in the favorite section. You may have blue icons. Well, I guess we technically have that with tags anyways, where we could change the color of it. But I could see where he's referring to change the icons, and I'm like, well, maybe that might happen in the future. I just don't see that requested often.
And I'm not sure what he means by changing the icons. Is it the size? Is it the color? Or that's a question of.
I think
he reference too on top of everything.
Because I didn't see the comment. So. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think what he's trying to say is maybe like if you have a folder full of, say, YouTube links, I think what he's saying is maybe somehow reflect the folder itself to have the YouTube fave icon kind of like integrated into that folder. So just so you can get an idea.
That could be. That's a good idea for future improvement. Because it gives
Or
you kind of more information about the folder than just a blue icon.
Right.
Definitely.
and I think he's also asking for the ability to like be able to choose the folder icon from maybe like a preset lit like a I guess just like a collection of icons that would be available for the user, and they would just go through and choose what type, maybe like an emoji type. They would just
List.
be able to choose.
Yeah.
Okay, definitely. I'm writing this down, and it would be great if you want to add that to our roadmap to the ideas section, where you can kind of write it more in detail. So that's at tapsfolders.com/roadmap, and let me just make sure, because I know I was changing that during the last live stream.
Sure.
Yeah, so it works. If you type worldwideweb.tapsfolders.com/roadmap or roadmap.tapsfolders.com, you can just click on the ideas section. Let me share my screen. There we go. So it's roadmap.tapsfolders.com. That's all you need to type. Let me just show that again. And it opens to the roadmap. And you can also click here on the updates that show our all our updates from this year. And in the ideas section, you can submit your ideas, where again you can take your time to kind of write more detail about exactly what you're trying to say, and it will be easier for us to kind of to integrate that into the roadmap. Because on the live stream, it's sometimes we're trying to understand what you mean by in the comment, but maybe it's we don't always understand exactly. So I think adding an idea to the roadmap would be amazing to definitely get you heard, and for us to know what you mean exactly.
Also, Camille, I have to commend you. I saw that updates that showed 1.0 rollout, and I was like, oh, guys, you can see the consistency about how the team and Camille have been keeping up with, hey, there's a new update. Here are all the bug fixes. Here are the new feature releases. I mean, we always want that as consumers, but how often do we actually find someone who's consistent with it? Not often. Not often.
Yeah.
So, Camille, applause to you, sir.
Thank you, Bruce. I mean, we committed to this back from Taps Folders 1.5 release, that we really want to have steady releases roughly every 2 weeks, just to really show updates. And we could have waited to release 2.0 all the features in kind of one big hula, but users would have been waiting a lot longer. And
Right.
I think with this methodology now, I mean, it's more the Scrum methodology. We're releasing
Right.
kind of piece by piece. So first off, we can correct changes when the features come out to users as per the design, the menu being on the left or right, or the menu was too big, so we minimize it and change it to icons. And I think we have a faster interaction with users. Plus, we show that there's a new feature release cadence that we're keeping up right now, to ensure that we're delivering value to users, and that they see it in a short amount of time and don't have to wait a long time for new features they request or fixes. So,
All right, guys, we're going to shotgun it. We're running low on time, and we still have to do the giveaway, so we're going to wrap up in about 4 minutes here. Can we set a password for shared public and private links?
All links are kind of public in essence, that if you share them with somebody, there's no password functionality at this point. We were planning to add it in 2.0, basically more with team functionality, where you will be able to share a link publicly, or you will be able to share it with your team members kind of privately, and then give them specific access. So that's we may add just a password sharing feature in Teams with that release, with the 2.0 release.
Perfect. Awesome. I'm looking forward to that. Camille, I'm just letting you know I'm looking forward to that. Facebook user says, I've given all the permissions to StreamYard. Maybe try a different browser. Maybe try refreshing, like closing your browser, coming back in, and then maybe try giving StreamYard permission on a different browser. That's all I can suggest. Sorry about that. Let's see what else. Is it possible to register tabs folders with search engines like Google, YouTube, Bing? That's another undertaking. That's something that we should talk about on a different. Let me make that go away. We should talk about that on a different live stream. There are benefits to that. That is something that we've discussed before, like having public folders be indexed by search engine spiders. But Chenna, glad to know that we're all thinking on the same wavelength there. Okay, let's see. Yes, yep. We're aware of that. We're thinking about that right there along with you as well regarding the search engine flag setting inside Chrome. Can there be a feature in the future for a particular URL? If I keep highlighting multiple texts from that URL, those texts get saved as a note under that bookmark URL.
Oh,
Interesting. That's too much to get into now as we're going to wrap up, but I do like that comment. Let's expand on that on the next. That's helpful workflow for businesses, right? Or for departments or for teams. Let's expand on that one on the next one. Please come back next week and let's go into a deep dive on that question. Yeah.
And don't forget to share your name.
Yeah, please. Dark mode looks good. Excellent. Color matching with the logo would be great. Cool.
He's talking about the left side bar. Yeah.
Thanks for explaining the difference. You're very
Super
welcome.
dense.
The LTD plan's still live. Yes, actually, let's go ahead and bring that up. We didn't put up the AppSumo URL, so let me put that up real quick.
And this is actually the perfect time to buy with the 2-for-1 deal.
Yes, starting Monday. It'll go live Monday.
And it's the same URL, right?
Yes. It's AppSumo tabs folder /AppSumo, I believe. Let me just type that in.
Sure.
1 sec.
There it is. Guys, there you go. This link will take you as a redirect immediately to our 2-for-1 sale that goes on Monday. Okay. Thank you very much for that. Good question. I should have put that up earlier. Apologies for that. Check out SumoDay. Buy one, get one free. Exactly, Andy. Exactly. You got it.
Yeah.
You are very welcome, sir. Praveen, you totally understood Chenna there. You guys are thinking on the same page.
Yeah, we're from the same place, I think.
There you go. Something in the water, right? A preset icons. Yep, totally makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
This will be quite helpful for content marketer. Yes, including we've discussed having a embeddable option for folders or links that you share, or say, hey, this is what I'm researching. You put it on a WordPress blog, and it's an embed of almost like a real-time sharing of a folder. And you say, this folder is like my research regarding, let's say, electronic desks. Okay. And every time I put it on my Chrome extension, guess what? It updates the embed on a website. We've discussed having that type of like embed functionality. It's I don't know when it'll happen, but I agree with you. It would be helpful for content marketers, affiliate marketers, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes, if it would be great again if you could outline it more in the idea section, because content marketers are one of our specific target user groups for the B2B expansion of tabs folders. So we're looking to get into content marketing companies and to help their teams work more efficiently. So.
And then something's wrong with StreamYard's permissions. Sorry about that. We noticed that they had a glitch on our streams last week, so I'll bring that up with Gage. Your name's not visible. Sorry about that. I'll let the team know. Abhishek is also the same way. Okay, sorry about that, guys. We'll do what we can, let them know, and hopefully they can get that fixed for next week. Alrighty.
Bruce, you missed. Hold on a second, Bruce. You missed the comment of the day. This one. Can
There
we
you
just
go.
give this?
Yeah.
Can we just give this user the giveaway code for today?
Thank you for the compliment. Thank you.
I'll have to say I agree with that, and I'll talk about it from the insider's point of view, which he's seeing from an outsider's point of view is the consistency, right? The plethora of updates. Even if it's small and minuscule, you're still taking the time to let us know these are the bug fixes, these are the feature updates, right? You don't see that described anywhere in this space. I mean, we talked about that a long time ago, but whoever this or he or she, whoever wrote this post, is exactly thinking what I was thinking, because I don't have any trust in a Chrome extension developer. What you do, and I'll talk about this real quick. The 2.0, yes, you could have waited to do the 2.0 launch, but that doesn't create confidence in me as a consumer to want to buy from you, because I don't see consistency in development. You just have a major blow off of a 2.0 launch, yes. But you went the path of 1.5, these are the bug fixes and updates. 1.6, ditto. 1.7, ditto. 1.8, ditto. Which shows me consistency, trust. I can put confidence in you. And as a consumer, I thank you. And I'm pretty sure that's what that Facebook user is noticing as well.
Yes.
And by the way,
1.5.
we found out the name. It's Justin.
Oh, there it is, Justin. Thank you.
Thank you, Justin. So as 1.5 took us a bit of time because there was a big rewrite of the whole UI. So there was a bit of a wait for that. But after 1.5, basically we're down to consistent releases and the updates, as you mentioned, Bruce. Yeah, because we feel that that's the way to go with kind of bi-weekly fixes, updates, and going forward. This is the plan. This is the plan to build trust and show that we're really developing something that's the goal is to be kind of the world class level. So
right down here, Justin gets it right. He says, yes, Bruce, that's exactly what I'm trying to convey. Iteration is a big deal. So guys, I'm not going to lie, and I've told this to Camille and the Tabs Folders team. The fact that he's willing to take that 30 minutes a week, maybe 45 minutes or an hour, to me is a godsend. To me, it's huge. Yes, it's one thing to update and give the iterations, but actually take the time to convey and explain that to us, because a lot of us won't read the blogs. A lot of us, will prefer to see it on YouTube. We're also more visual creatures. We like watching video, almost like watching TV. We like watching and seeing those previews that we sometimes just won't take the time to read it on a static image or a web page, right? So a lot of this came from StreamYard. StreamYard did a lot of those weekly live series, but they don't have updates every week or every 2 weeks. They just don't. But their ability to get in front of the camera and consistently and take feedback and answer questions, and I was like, there's something to this. What if there was a rapidly developing team that still had the same communication efforts? Boom, there you go. That's what you have with Camille and Tabs Folders. So Camille, give yourself a round of applause and a pat on the shoulder. Justin appreciates it. There you go. Someone else agrees. Seriously, meaningful comment.
I appreciate it also.
Yeah.
Thank you, Praveen, and thank you guys for helping us deliver these live streams. I think with your help, we're getting a lot of positive feedback and also ideas from users and comments on improvements. So it's something great for us as well, so that we can improve the product from. I think my camera just died.
All right.
Sorry about that. Anyway, can you guys hear me still? Let me try and
yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so
we'll let you get your camera back, and you go ahead and keep talking. Thanks, Camille, for your commitment and relentless effort in improving Tabs Folders. Totally agree. Guys, I'm going to do the giveaway real quick because I ran way over time. So let me go ahead and do that right now. Let's see who it is. Vishnu, there you go. Thank you for joining us today, guys. Vishnu, please reach out to us on the Facebook page. And then Camille will talk with you about, he'll issue you out your code. There you go. Kudos to Camille. Vishnu, kudos to you two for winning today's live stream. My name was not mentioned. Correct. The name is only mentioned for the people who have given StreamYard permission. Sorry about that for those the two of you who didn't get StreamYard. We'll talk to them about fixing that glitch. That's why we use StreamYard though, is because that giveaway, because it's awesome. All your comments are entered in. Musa, I'm sorry about that, buddy. We'll try that for next week. We became a victim of a software glitch. Yep, it happens. It happens. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us this week. We'll see you all next week. Vishnu, don't forget to reach out on the Facebook page. That being said, everyone, keep social distancing in mind. Wash your hands, and we'll see you guys all next week.
Thank you, guys. See you all next week. Have a great one. Have a good weekend.
There, guys. Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.